I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
Greenland, a massive icy island in the Arctic, home to strategic military bases, rare minerals, and some of the world's most valuable shipping routes, is suddenly in the headlines because of the United States. Greenland, the largest island on Earth, could decide the future of global power. It's bigger than France, Germany, Spain, and Italy combined, yet fewer people live there. The frozen island has sparked interest from the Vikings, European Union, and even the modern-day America. What makes Greenland so important? Why do global superpowers care about a land covered mostly in ice? Today, I'll break down everything you need to know about Greenland, its history, its people, and why it may become the most powerful places on Earth. Greenland is the largest island in the world, located between the Arctic Ocean and North Atlantic. Despite its name, about 80% of Greenland is covered by ice, some of it more than 3 kilometers thick. Only about 56,000 people live there, mostly along the coast. The majority are with deep cultural roots tied to hunting, fishing, and Arctic survival. Politically, Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark, but it has self-ruled, meaning it controls most of its internal affairs. However, here is a key point. Greenland is not fully independent, and that fact matters a lot. Greenland was first settled by Inuit people thousands of years ago, but in European history, it is linked to the Vikings. A Viking explorer named Eric the Red was exiled from Iceland. He sailed west and discovered Greenland. To attract settlers, he called it Greenland, basically Asian marketing. The Viking settlements eventually disappeared, but Greenland later came under Danish control, which still exists today. So why does the world care now? There are three major reasons. First, location. Greenland sits between North America and Europe. This makes it critical for military defense, air routes, and global security. The US already operates a space base in northern Greenland, a key missile warning and surveillance site. 2. Natural resources. Under this ice lies massive wealth, rare earth minerals, uranium, oil, and gas. Critical materials needed for electric vehicles and renewable energy. As ice melts due to climate change, these resources becomes easier to access. 3. Climate change. Greenland's ice sheet plays a huge role in global sea levels. If Greenland's ice melted completely, global sea levels could rise over above 7 meters, flooding major cities worldwide. So Greenland isn't just local, it's global. In 2019, the world was shocked when Donald Trump openly suggested buying Greenland. Again, in 2026, his bold remarks about taking Greenland resurfaced. This time, Trump even suggested that if Denmark refused, military force could be an option. Though this was widely interpreted as rhetoric rather than an actual plan, still, it caused shockwaves across Europe. Spanish Prime Minister even said, and I quote, "An invasion of Greenland will make Putin the happiest man on earth." The reality is more about political leverage, economic pressure, and international strategy than an actual invasion. Trump also hinted at imposing tariffs on European countries if they did not agree to US influence in Greenland, escalating the tension.
I may put a tariff on countries if they don't go along with Greenland, because we need Greenland for national security. So I may do that. I'll talk about...
The United States has tried to buy Greenland before, in 1867. Why? Because controlling Greenland means military dominance in the Arctic, protection against Russian missiles, control over future Arctic shipping routes, access to critical minerals. As the Arctic ice melts, new trade routes are opening, routes that could rival the Suez Canal. Greenland sits right in the middle of it all. Greenland governs itself in many ways: education, healthcare, natural resources. But Denmark still controls foreign policy, defense, and currency. Many Greenlanders want full independence, but there's a problem. Greenland's economy heavily depends on financial support from Denmark. Independence could bring freedom, but also economic risks. That's why foreign interest from the United States, China, and Europe creates both opportunity and tension. It's not just America. China calls itself a near-Arctic state and wants access to Arctic trade and minerals. Russia is heavily advancing its military around the Arctic, reopening Cold War-era bases and expanding icebreaker fleets. Vladimir Putin also has this to say about Trump's attempt to annex Greenland.
О планах Соединенных Штатов Америки по присоединению Гренландии. Но, вы знаете, это только на первый взгляд может кого-то удивить и глубоко ошибочно полагать, что это какие-то экстравагантные разговоры новой американской администрации. Ничего подобного. На самом деле такие планы у Соединенных Штатов Америки проявились еще в 60-е годы XIX века. Уже тогда американская администрация рассматривала возможность аннексии Гренландии и Исландии. Но эта идея не получила тогда поддержку Конгресса. Кстати, напомню, что к 1868 году в американских газетах высмеивали покупку Аляски. Она называлась безумием, ледяным ящиком и садом белых медведей Эндрю Джонсона, тогдашнего президента Соединенных Штатов. Поэтому предложение по Гренландии провалилось. Но сегодня это приобретение, я имею в виду приобретение Аляски, наверняка оценивается в самих Соединенных Штатах совсем иначе. Так же, как и деятельность президента Эндрю Джонсона. Поэтому ничего удивительного в том, что происходит сегодня, нету. Тем более, что эта история началась только тогда, а она продолжалась и дальше. В 1910 году, например, была подготовлена трехсторонняя сделка по обмену территориями между США, Германией и Данией. В результате Гренландия отошла бы Соединенным Штатам, но сделка сорвалась тогда. Во время Второй мировой войны США разместили в Гренландии военные базы для защиты от захвата ее нацистами. А после окончания войны Штаты предложили Дании выкупить эти острова. Совсем недавно, по меркам мировой истории. Словом, речь идет о серьезных планах с американской стороны в отношении Гренландии. Эти планы имеют давние, как я только что показал, исторические корни. И очевидно, что США будут и дальше на системной основе продвигать свои геостратегические, военно-политические и экономические интересы в Арктике.
The Arctic is becoming the next global battleground, and Greenland is one of the most valuable pieces. Greenland's future depends on three things: climate change, global power competition, Greenlanders themselves. Will Greenland become fully independent? Will it grow rich from its resources, or will it become a center of a global conflict? One thing is clear: Greenland is no longer a forgotten island. It is one of the most important places on Earth. So next time you see Greenland on the map, remember that the icy land could shape the future of global power, climate, and security. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.